This is an update on the protests in Iran. The biggest news coming out right now, of course, is the massive hack, which was done by the Iranian-based group Black Reward and Anonymous. Please see my video on hacking for more information on them. Now, this has been a massive hack. So far, they've released 50 gigs of information. These 50 gigs include a lot of stuff. It's stuff on the nuclear program. It's major information on some of the larger businesses in the nation that are run by the mullahs. Additionally, it's doxing people around the world who are supporting the Iranian government. That's passports, personal information, literally everything on them. It's been a pretty massive hack, and it's definitely hurt their government quite a bit. Now, the reason for this hack is in order to attempt to release political prisoners from the Iranian prison system. Now, this comes, of course, after the fire in the major prison in Tehran that's been used to hold political prisoners since the foundation of the country. Now, with that, the Iranian government has attempted to change the narrative. Now, they've done this by essentially saying that, oh, these are financial prisoners, not political prisoners. But the videos they released are so blatantly against what their own narrative is that even the nations closest to them and their own allies have called it out as being BS. Of course, the other major news that's come out is it is confirmed now that the Iranian military is working with Russia against the Ukrainians in that conflict. Now, this leads to a concerning notion that physical intervention by the Western powers could come. Hopefully not. We don't do very well when we go over there. However, that is big news because it is an additional wave of sanctions and sanction packages from Western nations, and even the UN is being considered in order to attempt to stop that from happening. Some of the other big news going out, of course, is that the protests in Sharif University seem to have turned tide, and the police are functionally losing over there. They held a gender segregation discrimination protest by allowing male and female students into a cafeteria in which they were hugging and celebrating and literally just enjoying each other's company despite police intervention. Police have still been seen firing and using live munitions throughout the country in increasing amounts, meaning that the casualty numbers are probably much, much higher than the 400 reported. However, some of the big news that comes from that is proof that the Iranian government is losing this fight significantly, that many military and police members are either defecting and turning to the protests or leaving the country via a network of smuggling routes. Now, these smuggling routes are extremely dangerous as the military typically fires upon anyone using them. However, the Starlink network and nodes are now being imported in through these routes as well. This comes after the Department of Defense has functionally taken control of that network from Elon Musk due to his rampant incompetence. I'm not going into details on that. So these are kind of the big events going down right now. It's important that we continue to share and continue to get the news out there. Western media is getting a little bit better, but it's not great. And with the internet blockade, it's still extremely difficult to get reliable news out of the nation.